live with Life with Sharon, Midday Motivation. This is the debut of Midday Motivation, not the debut of Life with Sharon, but the debut of Midday Motivation. Thank you so much for joining me today on YouTube and Facebook right off the bat. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell, put it on all so you will know when I'm going live. You don't have to think about it. And share and like the video. If you are on Facebook, follow my page. And we're on Full Life Communications on both platforms, as well as Instagram. We're just not live on Instagram because Instagram does not allow you to simulcast, unfortunately. Maybe they will in the future, but Full Life Communications also on the Instagram page. Now, those of you who are already watching, please type something in the feed to let me know that you can hear me. And we can go from there because I don't want to have technical difficulties and I don't know it. So I'm going to rely on you guys to let me know if you can hear me. And again, this is Life with Sharon, Midday Motivation. It's Monday through Friday at 12:30, 15 minutes. It's a jolt in the middle of the day to get us going and to keep us going. Because I figured if I need it, I'm sure there's plenty of other people out there who need it too, because some days, a lot of days, maybe too many days, sometimes it's just hard to get through the middle of that day, the middle of that week. So this will be a jolt for the midday warriors who know they want to get through their day and they just want to be supercharged, and we can support one another while we're being supercharged. So I see some people in the chat. Kiana, okay, thank you, Kiana. Good morning, Janine. Good morning. Yes, ladies. Yes, ladies. Okay, all is good. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, ladies, for watching and joining you guys right now. If there's other people who are watching who haven't said anything, I only know if you're watching if you say something. So Janine and Kiana win the prize for my first 2 viewers. Now, I'm not saying I have a prize for you, but I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So thank you so much, Janine and Kiana, for watching. And so I'm going to highlight Janine's. Hers came up first. And Janine says, good afternoon. We can hear you. Thank you, Janine. Love you, my friend. Thank you so much for supporting me. And Kiana says, good morning. Thank you, Kiana. Good morning to you too. And ladies, thank you so much. And so we're going to get right into it because I only wanted the show to be 15 minutes. Again, just that jolt in the beginning of the middle of the day, rather, and Monday through Friday, because it's the work week. We probably have the weekends pretty much covered with, what we're going to do and not needing to have that jolt. But Anya, oh my gosh, Anya, thank you for watching. Yes, Anya says, I'm looking amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. Anya, I don't know if Anya wants me to share what she does for me, but she does all the behind the scenes stuff with the advertising, the marketing, and the social media management and keeping me together. I know I probably get on her nerves, right? Because, Anya is much younger than me. You got to have the young people around you, right? Because they know technology and I'm doing stuff. And she's probably like, I wish Miss Sharon would stop doing stuff. Because I don't know, probably messing up some of the stuff that she's trying to do. But she works with me. I love you, Anya. Thank you so much for putting me out there the way you have with everything, with all of your knowledge. I couldn't do it without you. And I just appreciate all your support. And so, Anya, let's see who else. Treese. Is that Tracy? Oh, my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, I wear glasses. Haven't started wearing glasses, last year, a couple years ago. Yes, that's my college girlfriend, best friend, still best friend. And she is on watching me, supporting me. Love you, Abby. Love you, Tracy. She's got 2 names for me. And so it's a struggle for me I have severe dry eye. And it is just like seeing is a struggle because, just the dry eye is just so dry and scratchy, but I'm not going to get into all that. Just so when I'm reading what you guys are saying, sometimes it's hard because of the dry eye. My eyes are a little bit blurry, ergo the glasses. So again, midday motivation is a jolt, shot in the arm to supercharge our day. So today we're going to talk about the Monday blues. Oh, why do we even get the Monday blues? And you guys can put in the chat, why do you think we get the Monday blues? Some of my opinion is I think, we're coming off the weekend and who wants to go to work after like relaxing, having fun on the weekend? So it's kind of like, oh, we got to go back to work again. Ugh. And so we got to get ourselves, it takes kind of like that Monday to get ourselves together to really like get into work come Tuesday. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think about why Monday is such a struggle for so many people? And now I don't know this research to be true, but it's probably the number one day that people call out. Well, I don't know. Friday, people want to start their weekends early too. But as far as just, I don't really want to go to work after a weekend, I think Mondays might be that day, other than just wanting to start the weekend early for partying on Friday. But does anybody else feel like Mondays is just the worst day of the week and it's hard to get going? If you feel that way, put it in the chat and let me know. And because I don't think it's just me, I've heard from other people and they say similar things. So let me know why you think, or if you don't think it's that case, maybe there's another day of the week that you find it a struggle to get going. But I know most people think it's Monday. So one of the things, I wanted to talk about besides Monday being, just that, I don't know, that transition day from the weekend. So it's kind of tired and sluggish. If we could just have a different mindset about Monday, and the different mindset being it's a fresh start to a new week to accomplish the goals that you have set for yourself. And it's not just the weekly goals, the daily or weekly goals, it's the life goals. And with goals, sometimes it can seem overwhelming if we think about a goal that's going to take a long time to accomplish. But in order to accomplish that long-term goal, you have to do the stuff right now, the small incremental changes right now that'll eventually equal that large goal. Because if you don't do the little things, the large goal will never get accomplished. So we think of the large goal, but then we need to whittle it down to the smallest common denominator, the smallest denominator. And then what are those things I need to do now on my daily to-do list? So if we think about Monday as the fresh start each week to accomplishing that major goal or that minor goal, whatever it is, and now maybe we'll get excited about Monday. So we'll kick off our week with that goal in mind, as opposed to, oh, I got to go to work. I don't feel like it. Or I got to do this. I don't feel like it. But having a goal in mind that you're really excited about. Now, every day seems exciting. Now, that doesn't mean, every day you're going to be full of energy. Every day is going to go the way you want it to go. But, everything starts with a thought. And so if we begin to think differently, then we begin to behave differently. And then the day takes on a whole different energy, a whole different meaning, and have a whole different outcome because we changed our mind about the day of Monday and what it means to me. So I'm going to start thinking that Monday means a fresh start to accomplish all those great and wonderful goals that I want to accomplish. So for me, I'm using myself as an example for a lot of things that I do on this platform. Starting this show is, and I'm starting it on a Monday. So, and I don't think that's by coincidence because another day was in mind, but starting off on Monday is just apropos, I think, for what I'm talking about today and to get us motivated, get myself motivated. And now it's out there. Now I can't stop. I put myself out there. I just put out all the advertising. So now it's like, I got to do it. I got to do it. So if that's any help for any of you, put it out there. So once it's out there, you're not going to not do it because then you'll be disappointing yourself and possibly others who you may have shared this information with. Anya has spread this information all over social media. I can't not show up now, right? That would be ridiculous. But, so now that has helped to motivate me. So now I think about my day differently. I got so many things on my to-do list to make this happen and to make this happen well, not just happen. I want it to happen well because I want to be able to give you guys what it is you want, what it is that you need, and also too for my own self. Because listen, we're all in this together. Just because I am the coach, the therapist, the team leader, I got issues too. We all have issues. We're all broken. We're all flawed. We're all doing this together. So let's be in the journey together to support and encourage one another through this process. And so I want you to begin to think about, and we're going to talk about these things throughout this week and the weeks to come. I want you to think about, what are my goals? What do I want to do with the next of my life, current and the next? Where am I moving to? And so right now, if you know what your purpose is, that's good because you can start from there. But if you don't know what your purpose is, start thinking about, what am I passionate about? right? Or what makes me so upset that I want to change it, and therefore I want to direct my energies and my passion in that direction. So begin to think of things like that, and how it is that you want to make an impact on your family, on society, in your workplace, in your business, things of that nature. And now we can start to put together a plan of action in order to accomplish those goals. Once you realize what your purpose is, why were you created? Why were you born? Everyone was born with a purpose. If you don't know yours, ask yourself those questions that I just mentioned, and it will become clear to you what it is that you're supposed to do after you spend some time with yourself. And I say spend some time with the Lord, so the Lord will reveal, because God created us, so he knows what your purpose is. So spend some time with him, and therefore once you find out what your purpose is, now you can guide your life in that direction. And your purpose, when you walk in your purpose, you feel fulfilled. If life isn't fulfilling, then you're probably not walking in your purpose. And if I can say this, because I know different people are watching from all over, but you probably don't have a relationship with the Lord, because the Lord will reveal that to you, and you will feel fulfilled in him. So spend some time with God to understand, why was I created? I want to walk in my path. I want to walk in my purpose. I want to feel fulfilled. And so when we do that, now every day we get up with a new energy, a new vigor, right? A new reason to get up and be excited about life. I want to be excited about life. I am excited about life. Of course, I have my days, but generally I am excited about my life because I know my purpose and I'm walking in my purpose and I love it. So that's one of the things I want you guys to do. So let me look at the chat, because I don't really want to continue to talk and not get what you guys are trying to say. Also, too, since I'm doing double duty here, I'm looking at the feed and talking. So when I'm looking down, that's why I'm looking down, not because I'm ignoring anyone. Let's see. Janine says, Monday's the start of the major goal. I like that. Okay, great, Janine. I want to hear some goals from you, Janine. Anya says, yes, you do. Okay, so I don't remember exactly what I said when some of these comments came out, because I kept talking. But thank you for your comment. Everybody says sound, lighting, everything looks good. Thank you so much. And so is anybody else watching? Cute Art and Craft is watching. Thank you so much for watching. Everything looks good. Everything. Thank you so much for your comment. So ladies, seems like, I don't know, it could be a gentleman up here. Ladies and gentlemen. So one of the things I want to leave you with today is thinking about time. We can't, one of our pastors at my church, Pastor Stacy, because I want to give him credit for this, not me. We can't manage time, right? We have this thing called time management. We can't manage time, but what we can do is manage our life. So when we think about managing our life, and a lot of times we'll say, how are you spending your time? Think of the word spend. And it's really key, because words are so powerful. It's really key. Are we spending time, or are we investing time? There's a difference. Spending time is more than likely wasteful. But when we invest time, like I believe all of us watching right here, right now, we're investing time in ourselves to be motivated and to set goals and to achieve those goals. So that's an investment in you, as opposed to, because you have a choice. These 15 minutes that we're going to be on right here, you could spend your time doing something else. You could be watching a TV show that's not really adding anything to your life. I believe this is adding something to your life because it's an investment in you. But we could be doing many things. Now, this is not the only way to invest this 15 minutes of time, but I want us to begin to think about, as we're going about our days, am I spending time or am I investing time? And when you begin to think like that, you'll probably make a different decision about what you're doing in that moment and moments to come. So think investing versus spending, because investing, a lot of times we think money, but it's not just money. It's everything. Where are you investing your resources, right? So investing in time rather than spending time. So remember that. I'm going to put that in the chat. So bear with me, instead of, what did I say? Spending time, right? Because I want that to stay up there. And I can't even see. I probably spelled half of these words wrong. So if somebody can put in the chat, how about you guys do that for me? Because I'm going to spell these things wrong. Somebody put in the chat, invest time rather than spend time. And I'll highlight it. Let's do that because I can't see and I see the reds coming up. That means I've spelled some things wrong. You guys just have to bear with me with my eyes. I apologize. Somebody write in the chat, invest time rather than spend time. And I'll highlight it. And so it will be there. So when we think about Monday, okay, it's a fresh start. I'm going to invest time in my goal and I'm going to be energized and reinvigorated. And now Monday doesn't seem like such a blue day. Also, we want to just stay on track. Just because Monday is the first day of the work week after having a weekend of relaxation and fun, that doesn't mean that it can't be a positive day and that it has to be a sluggish day. That's just a mindset. Like a mindset is when it rains, oh, it's raining. Well, rain is actually a good thing. We need the rain. It's just how we think about it. So let's begin to think about Monday differently so we can do something different. Remember, everything starts with a thought. Everything starts with a thought. Okay, I think Janine did it. Invest time rather than spend time. Thank you so much, Janine. Appreciate it. And when we do that, again, let's not just think about time. So when we're thinking about investing and you're thinking about writing goals, what do you want to invest in with your family? Invest time and invest with your finances, right? There's more than just one way to invest. Invest in your goals, invest in yourself, invest in changing your mindset to be able to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. Everything starts with a thought. Your thought will guide your behavior. Let's not allow emotions, and we'll get into that another day, emotions to guide our behavior. Let the thought and emotions need to have a balance. But when our decisions are made solely based on emotion, it's the wrong decision every time. Having the balance between the thought and the emotion, but the thought should be driving the behavior. When you do a lot of things and your behavior doesn't line up, pretty much your emotions are driving that. So if you don't believe me, do a test on yourself. When you figure you look at you made the wrong decision or not the best decision. And this is the key thing that we say, because I felt like it. Or I feel like, see, feelings. And you say, well, that's what I thought to do. We were driven by how we feel. So now we want to be driven more by a balance. So now we want to think about how we are investing our time. Because truth be told, can I be truthful with you, ladies and gentlemen? Can I be truthful? If I didn't shift my mind to where I am right now, I wouldn't be speaking to you today. I'd be still in the bed, sleep, because I'm tired. I was up all night making sure, I had things in order, trying to get this set. And let me know what you think about this set. I'm trying a few things. So I put these things together. Let me know what you think about this set. But I would still be in the bed sleeping because I got like 2 hours of sleep. But because my mind is shifting and I'm thinking differently about how I want to use my time, it doesn't matter that I got 2 hours of sleep. And it probably wasn't even that because I got up for prayer this morning at 5 o'clock. So, but my mind is shifting. It's okay. I can take a nap later. I have purpose and I have a plan. I have to be here in front of you today because that was the plan. I can choose to do anything I want, but I chose to stick to the plan. And you can too, but you have to have a plan. No more willy-nilly living. No more. We've been in this pandemic for 2 whole years. That has gone by so fast. I can't tell you, I'm really busy. School and work, taking care of my mom, a lot of stuff. But I've wasted a lot of time. And these 2 years thinking, oh, it's going to be over, it's going to be over. And it's been 2 years. Enough is enough. I got to get going. I got to get back on my journey of some things that I have let go. And I know you feel the same. If you feel the same, let me know. Okay, so someone has a comment here, and it says, okay, so this is Tracy. Oh my gosh, I need somebody to read this. Okay, so I'm sorry, but I try not to let the previous week's drama roll into the next, but the previous week can sometimes have an effect on my Monday. Isn't that a true word right there? You have never lied with that word, because one day bleeds into the next. And it's not like we just forget about what happened yesterday. It's not like our emotions still aren't caught up in yesterday sometimes. That's why it's a conscious effort. It's the thoughts, how we think. Okay, That was yesterday. Today is today, right? Not that that doesn't have its place, but I don't have to allow it to dictate how I behave in today. Right now, if I'm not consciously living on purpose, living with intention, I'll allow that thing from yesterday and the emotions that I'm holding with it to dictate my current day. See, we have to live on purpose. When we don't, then if I didn't live on purpose, I'd still be in bed and you guys would be sitting here, where's Sharon? She said she's going to be on the day at 12:30. But I'm living on purpose because I have purpose locked up in me. And it's time. Well, I've been doing this for a while. This is you guys. Some of you guys are just seeing me now, and some of you have been seeing me. But this is part of my purpose. This is just the next leg of it. So I feel that this makes me fulfilled along with the other things that I do because of all of these things were created in me for me to do, for God's will to be done in my life. This is what he created me for. That's exciting. When you know what God's purpose is in you, it's exciting. You wake up every day with a new energy. And again, it doesn't mean life isn't going to happen, but I got to get up because I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what was purposed in me from before birth. And now I'm walking it out. I'm living it. And there's nothing more gratifying than living and walking in your purpose. Trust me when I tell you. So if you're not walking in your purpose, go before God and let him know. Ask him, why did you create me? So you can begin to walk in your purpose and feel fulfilled and be fulfilled. Thank you, Abby, for your comment. Let me see here if anyone else had a comment. Anya had a comment. Wow, I needed to hear that. Anya, I don't know what I said at the time because I'm getting to these things a little bit late, but I'm glad it was helpful for you. So I'm going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen, because this is supposed to be 15 minutes, but I can go on and on and on because this is my lane, right? Doing these types of things. But I want to get to everything that I wanted to share with you so we can wrap this up. If you want to accomplish your goals, and I know you do, that's why you're here, and that's why you're going to be joining me midday every day, Monday through Friday. Write them down. You know, the word talks about writing the vision down and making it plain, right? The world is in our head. Everything in our lives is in our head. Everything we watch, everything we see, everything we do, every thought, everything. So it can seem overwhelming. Some of the goals can seem overwhelming. Trust me when I tell you this works. If you just take it out of your head and put it on paper, whatever goal, say you have 10 goals. I'm just making some up. You put down the goal for your family, the goal for your business, the goal for your education, the goal for your children, the goal for your spiritual life. If you put it on paper, now it doesn't seem as overwhelming. It's like, oh, I can do that. But in here it's jumbled up with everything else. So it's like, oh, and then we get stuck and we don't do anything. I'm guilty. But it's like if I write it down, and I have to live by a to-do list and plus set alarms and everything. Otherwise I'll forget. So I have my to-do list every day. It's like, then I check it off. It's like, okay, this is going to eventually equal that big long-term goal that I have. But if I didn't write it down, the goal would just seem too overwhelming and I'll get stuck and I won't do anything. And we're going to talk about some of that tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to talk about fear. And we're going to talk about pushing through that fear, because some things sometimes are so big, or because we have not done it before, fear is creating, well, can I do it? Well, am I even good enough? Am I capable? Or will the obstacles that are standing in my way sometimes create fears? We're going to talk about pushing through that fear tomorrow, but it's real. So we can't put it to the side like it doesn't exist. We have to address it head on so we can deal with it and then move from it. Because fear is debilitating. And many of you probably already know, as well as myself, there's some things I have not done because fear stood in the way. And it's just like, it's been year after year after year. Well, it's time to break that fear. It's time to conquer that fear so we can begin or continue to walk in our purpose, but more fully, right? And walk in it in excellence. And so that is part of our goal. We want to conquer this fear. We want to get our goals on paper. And so think outside the box right now. So don't limit yourself. You can whittle it down later. Think outside the box. What do you want to do? Be creative as possible. Don't think about money. I don't have money for this. It's not time to see what you have money for right now. Just think outside the box and write down everything you're interested in, what things that you want to do, what things that you like and you maybe want to do. And then we'll talk about how you whittle that down to what the reality is right now. because there might be a different reality later. So you may have several things you want to accomplish, but only maybe 2 or 3 right now. It's not you can't do the other ones, but the other ones are for later. Just because, you can't do everything at once. So we have to prioritize what is possible now. So that's what I want you guys to begin to think about right now as we walk through this journey together, is getting your goals on paper, thinking about what you want, walking in your purpose. And if you don't know it, be before the Lord and asking God, what is my purpose? So you can walk in it and feel fulfilled and be fulfilled. And I'm telling you, the walk, when you're walking your purpose, it's getting up every day, doing it. It's not like work. I could do this every day, all day, what I do for a living, and not get paid. Now, God has made that my vocation, my purpose, and so therefore I get paid for it. But it's not like work for me. I enjoy it. I enjoy this. I enjoy counseling. It's what He created me to do, and He's created you to do something as well. So let's begin to walk in our purpose and support one another and encourage one another along this journey, as you guys have done today. We have another comment before we go. Invest time rather than spend time. Thank you, Abby, for putting that up as well. Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is only supposed to be 15 minutes. And again, I can talk. And it's been almost a half an hour. We got 4 minutes before it's 1 o'clock. So I'm going to leave you today. And I would like for you ladies and gentlemen to join me tomorrow, again, 12:30, again, Monday through Friday, 12:30 to about 12:45-ish, and Midday Motivation. And there's some other great shows starting the week of April the 4th, but I'll tell you about those later. But just continue to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube on the Full Life Communications page or channel. And my preference is that you watch on YouTube, because we're trying to build up my subscribership. But as long as you watch is what I would prefer. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like this, what we talked about today, share it, and click the notification bell, and click all. This way you won't have to think about, oh, is Sharon on? You'll just get the notification every time I'm on live. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me. Let's see, Rosie's one of my co-hosts on Race Matters. You're going to start seeing her the week of April 4th. We did Race Matters, 10 episodes last year. So hi, Rosie. Great to see you. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed the show today. Thank you. And we're going to put that invest time rather than spend it up there, because that's going to be our line for today, our tip for today. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Start thinking about and writing down those goals to begin to walk in your purpose. I love you. God bless you. Shalom.